quickly, I wanted to touch on oh gosh, who was I gonna?
There was Tottenham and Everton.
JR. I call him JR, bro. James Rodríguez. Oh, James Rodríguez, bro.
All right, cool. All right, you know what? You see with the James Rodríguez thing, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
He is a baller, innit? Don't ever get it twisted. He is a baller.
So that's go on.
But I feel like the World Cup overhyped him. It overhyped him, and I think he believed in that hype. But big man, you weren't that guy. Do you understand? You're not that guy. So you had to just chill a bit. But obviously, you saw Real Madrid coming for you. You've done, like, you're going to get gas. Anyone will go to, you saw the P's, anyone will go to Real Madrid, innit? And you haven't performed, yeah? So whatever has happened now has happened. Now, him coming into this Everton team, this is the kind of team he needs to be in, where he's the main man, where he's got little other ballers around him that they can do, you know, their little tiki-taka, and they can make James Rodríguez that man, yeah? And now they've got this, is it Calvin Lewis up top, who's going to be gassed now, thinking, right, I'm playing with world-class man. So,
them lucky man, bro.
No, yeah, I agree.
Wow.
No, trust me, I agree with you. No, don't ever get it twisted. I agree with you. He's a lucky youth. But you see this Everton team, everyone needs to be very wary of Everton. Everton's going to be one of those bogey teams that can slap it on you at any given moment in time.
It's Wolves all over again, bro. I'm telling you.
Especially when the fans get back. You think about the absence of fans for certain clubs. And you go into Goodison Park, like the old Goodison Park, having the fans behind Everton.
Bro, do you know how many people love JR? And when the fans come back, do you know what's going to happen in Merseyside? Have you looked deep? What's going to happen when fans come back? Oh, I'm shocked.
Who's the last guy to come out of Everton where everyone was like, yeah, he's the guy. He's the guy.
Not Lukaku.
Apart from Lukaku.
To be honest, yeah, like what Ancelotti's doing right now, everyone, like, it's very impressive. Like, it's very, very impressive. Like, do you understand? So,
I expected it. He's a world-class manager. I think.
Oh yeah, 100%.
People just underestimated him and just thought, he's finished. Do you know?
Yeah, I don't think anyone thought he was finished, but I think because, like, if we're being fair, if you context all of it, he went to Everton, and Everton have been nonsense since they started spending money.
But sometimes that's like the best thing to come. I would rather go to a team like Everton than maybe go to Spurs or something like that, because it's like you're kind of working with a blank canvas. You get me? Like, it's even like
it just depends.
Yeah.
His pull is what got him James Rodríguez and Alan. Because let's not get it twisted. Everton, I'm not getting those two without Ancelotti there.
100%.
Facts, 100%.
You look at that, you look at Rodríguez, and you're looking at Spurs midfield compared to Everton midfield, and you're like, this is the other way around.
Everton is a better team on paper than Spurs.
Say that again.
Everton has a better team than Spurs.
You look at Everton's midfield.
Oh no, they don't. Kwame,
Why don't
Kwame, you have stretched that. Kwame, you have stretched that.
Wait. What did you just say? Did you say midfield or squad?
I said they got
squad. I reckon squad.
What?
I'm with Lola. Okay. Yeah.
Kwame,
you
have
Kwame says squad.
Biggest cap you've just said here.
Who have they got on the bench? Who has Spurs got on the bench?
No, but we're talking about if
their rotation is better. No, let's not front.
Bro, let's not do that. Because if we're looking at Spurs' squad, look, the only problem is with Spurs, yeah, and I don't know if you man have watched the documentary, yeah. The only problem is okay, that's cool. But the only problem with Spurs, and I like, for me, and this is why I wanted Jose Mourinho to stay at Man United, because Jose Mourinho, right now I'll have Jose Mourinho 100%. I don't want Ole Gunnar Solskjaer at United, but anyway, we're not going to get into that, yeah. But we're going to talk about Jose Mourinho, and we're not going to get into that one, but that one, it gets me emotional. But yeah, after watching the Spurs documentary, Jose Mourinho told these Spurs players, he said, "You men are nice boys." He said, "You see, when you men are on that pitch, you might act too nice. You might have too nice. He said, for 90 minutes, I need you, man, to be cunts. That's what he said. Yeah, excuse my French. Sorry, Lola. Do you understand? That's what he was saying to me. I need you to be bastards. Because they're too nice. Even like when yesterday, when he was like, the reason why they man lost that game, because they didn't press enough. They weren't winning their first or second headers or battles. That's the problem with Spurs. And looking back at that documentary, I know why they were failing, because that Champions League final took a huge blow to their spirit. I don't think Pochettino, you know, when the new season started last season, you know, kind of tried to give them new spirit, to be like, you know what, you man are young, you don't know what it takes to get to a final. Do you understand? I think these men were very, very demotivated. When Mourinho came in, he told them the truth. Like, you saw it with Danny Rose, you saw it with Ericsson, you saw it with Dele Alli. Do you understand? Like, he's telling these men the truth. So I just think that Tottenham, they need to, one, accept and start to realise that they are a good side that can compete for a title. That's one thing that they need to get into their heads, and they need to get into their heads that they can actually try and beat that they can beat anyone if they're on form. So I don't know what Tottenham have to do. I don't know if they have to bring in a new striker to try to make things to make things competitive with Harry Kane, and for Harry Kane not to feel like he's the only striker in the world. Because I think Harry Kane always wants, just even like that game when I think Son didn't pass him and he's complaining. It's like, bro, there's other players.
Nah, but he should have passed him. That one, he should.
I hear that, but
that one was an obvious one.
We say Kane do the same thing. No, man, let's not.
I'll say that before, when I said it before, like, back to the whole, like, when you're comparing Everton to Spurs, the only thing Everton have on Spurs is purely the midfield. Like, Everton's defence is still crap. Pickford had a great game, but he's still Pickford. Like, it's one of those things where sometimes your keepers are going to do what they're going to do, and that was Pickford. Like, I still wouldn't trust him. I still wouldn't trust Keane. I still wouldn't trust Mina. The only one you can really trust at the back is their fullbacks, because Coleman is like Mr. and Digne is just levels. And then their front line is Richarlison has got so much potential, but he needs to kind of grasp it. And he showed it in that game.
Oh, he's cold. Trust me.
He showed it in that game. Like Calvert-Lewin is like athletically like a perfect guy for a striker. Like, athletically, he's got it. He can jump, he can run, he's strong. In terms of his like actual goal scoring ability, I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Last season was his best season. I think he got like 14 or 13 goals, which is
he was. I think he was top goal scoring at Everton with Richarlison.
Yeah, like, he's trying with Ancelotti there, so it could be different. But it's like, other than, so like, again, I think when you compare it to Spurs have a better attacking lineup. Their defense is crap as well. Actually, ooh.
No, their defense. No. Spurs' defense is shocking.
Oh no, because the defense is on par, because Everton's fullbacks are better than Spurs' fullbacks.
Thank you.
Back is Higgy Haggard either which way, because Alderweireld can be good, but he can get dunked on as he did against
definitely.
Higgy Haggard, but like for the most part, they've got the managers are like on pot. They've both won everything, so it's like there you go. But then when you look at the squad now, the squad is different, because I think Spurs' squad is better, because some of their better players were on the bench. Lascelles and Ndombele is better. Let's be serious. Lascelles and Ndombele alone are better than most of Everton's players.
Nah, sorry.
They are.
But obviously, we have to also remember that not every team had like a proper pre-season. But again, that's not even any excuse. But I just think that Tottenham need to go into every game ready to battle, and I feel like they're not ready to battle. They're not ready for that.
This is why I think that they're going to win like a trophy this season, purely because Mourinho. Let me out. Mourinho takes every trophy or tournament he's in dead serious.
Yep, I agree with you, Lola. I 100% agree with you.
I don't think they've got the squad they've got, unless they add to it like properly. The squad they've got is not, I don't think, good for like a long season, but they're perfectly enough for cups. And Mourinho takes all cups seriously. I can see them winning the Carabao Cup or an FA Cup or something like that. They're perfect for that. They've got Harry Kane is still a level striker.
No, it's not.
I don't rate a lot of their players, but they're definitely good enough to. Because let's be serious now. Say we won the FA Cup last season, right?
Mm-hmm.
Our defense, our team was only won it because we were coached well. On paper, our players are not great, but we won it because you coach enough, well enough. You can win these kind of cups. League-wise, is different. That's where you need the more quality coming from. Spurs have enough there to win a trophy, and then Mourinho takes trophies way too seriously to now be doing up, skip, and all these nonsense players in the cups in favour. He will put strong team in every cup tournament.
But they only have one team. They only have one way of playing. It's the same way. It's the same way as Liverpool in terms of where you're looking at. What else do they have? If you silence Kane and you silence Song, who else are they gonna have? Really?
No, to be fair, yeah, they've got that. What's that guy's name? Stefan.
You don't even know exactly.
No, I know that Dutch kid. I don't know his surname, but he's cold though. The 22-year-old
in this team. Is he gonna be is he that?
But this is the thing. That's why Mourinho wants another striker, because I feel like Kane. How Kane play? Okay, like how Poch played. Had Spurs playing.
Yeah,
it's almost like they were playing around Kane. And if you give the ball to Kane, you man just run off Kane. But I think with Mourinho, he's looking at Son. He's looking at that Stefan kid. He's looking at Dele Alli to now be an integral part. He's looking at other players that can now fit within the team. I think he wants it to be more of a team thing than just Harry Kane. Do you understand?
Yeah.
And I think Harry Kane is struggling a bit with that. We'll come to grips with that.
Of course.
You know what I'm trying to say? So he needs to come to grips with that fast. They need to get a new striker in. They need to have more heart. And to be honest, if they win one cup, I think that will be a thing of. I think it might be a spiral effect where they might be winning.
They're not winning.
You know, maybe Carling Cup. The next season after that, they're not winning nothing. FA Cup.
Leeds have more chance. Leeds have more chance of winning something. That's what I think.
Arsenal hat is taking is blinding you. They'll win.
Yeah, facts.
It's not.
If they win a cup, I guarantee. I feel like one or two of them are gone the season after. I think that's literally it. They want to wait. They're waiting to win something. Because as highly as I rate like players like Son and Kane, right? They have one niche. They are literally wait. If they don't win anything this season, I think it's guaranteed. If they win nothing this season with Mourinho, if not,
they're not winning nothing.
Let me tell you this, Lola. Yeah, sorry to even cut you quickly. I honestly feel like even if they don't win anything, the only person, actually, there's only two people that I think will go to a higher club or out of Europe or even in the top six is Kane and Son. Personally, for me, I don't see Dele Alli going to a top six club. Dele Alli's not a winner. He hasn't won anything. So why are you actually adding him to your squad? What's he coming to do?
Chop up, man.
But that logic though, why are you adding Kane or Son? They haven't won anything.
No, because no. Because Kane, we know what we're getting from Kane. Goals. So if you put Kane in the right squad with the right man around him, and you put Son in another team, you already know what you're getting from those two players. But Dele Alli, I don't know about that.
Ali's a system player. Ali is a perfect example of someone. I said before, he's a second striker. He's not a cam. He's not a midfielder. All these men are trying to pretend like, I said before, if Ali doesn't score, he's not doing anything because you have to play him. Pochettino knew it. He played him perfectly. He played him in a 10, but he didn't play him as a 10. He let him play off the game. He had Eriksen do all the creativity stuff. He then bell him like cleaning stuff up so Ali could just run into the box and play Kane and get his goals. Because he knew he's not a midfielder. Yes, I think he played midfield in MK Dons, but that was League One. So midfield in League One, and then a midfielder in the Premier is two different situations. So he knew he hasn't got the technical ability or the nous to play in midfield. But what he has got is an eye for goal, and he can do like a quick 1-2 touch thing. So he's a perfect guy who's if you play in a system where you want your guys, when you need a guy who's an off the ball striker kind of thing, that's perfect. So you just have to find a team or system that will fit him. Or at Spurs, Mourinho's gonna have to figure out a way. If Mourinho stays there, and he has to keep Dele Alli, the only way to play, you have to build around him. Let's figure out a way to get him into it and not trying to fit him into what he wants to do.
Kane needs to go. He needs to go to Man United. That's all I'm saying. I've been saying.
Kane don't need to go nowhere. Don't lie.
Kane, listen. If Kane went to Man United, levels, and Sammy even knows it as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
100%. I'll take Kane at United more than Sancho because that's the part that you need. That's the part. No, it's true. That is the part that you need. You know how you're saying.
Big facts. Don't look away. Big facts. What are you signing Sancho for, idiots?
It's true, bro. It's true.
Nah, I'm sorry. I can't lie to you.
need Kane.
The reason. No, yes, we do need Kane, yeah, but we also need a right winger. I cannot stress enough. I'm not gonna stress enough that Dan James is a right back. That's what he is. He's a right back. Dan James is a right back. Dan James is a right back. So obviously, I hear that we have Mason Greenwood who can play probably right, centre, left. Yeah, but he's too young right now. Let's give him time to grow. I don't want to put too much pressure on him. So my thing is, let's go and get someone who's established, who knows how to play in the right wing position in Sancho. But it doesn't look as if we're going to get him. So I don't really care about that. But let's move on anyway. Because if we get into the Man United thing, I'll get upset.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.